We're here to talk about yet another goddamn Insidious movie. I thought after The Red Door, we had mercifully put a bullet in this franchise. I would argue this is one of the worst franchises, pound for pound,
is this
in horror history.
Fifth entry?
Fifth or sixth, something like that.
Sixth.
Oh,
six, yeah.
Every one of the sequels in this franchise to me has been almost unwatchably bad. The first one was great. Never found it again. I have to say, I was so fucking pleasantly surprised with how much I liked this new Insidious movie. Mm-hmm. Even with the new gimmick of now, essentially the story is this lady has a gift where she can bring the demons back into the real world, where they're still somehow kind of demonically superpowered beings. All that.
Not only
aside,
that, apparently she can transport huge objects like houses.
Yes.
She's a courier, yeah.
Spoiler alert for everything. Yeah. We're going to spoil the shit out of this movie. But it's an Insidious movie. You pretty much know what's going to happen. But again, I have to say, I was so surprised. It felt like they just really got back to the basics of what made this franchise so good. The horror set pieces were fantastic. I thought some of the new characters were really fun. I found this movie, if not very kind of basic and middle of the line, very fun and effective horror movie. So let's start with Sophia, since you're the only one who owns official Darth Maul merch.
Yes.
What did you make of this new Insidious movie?
So we just kind of chatted about it beforehand. When I came out of the movie, I really did not like the movie. I gave it like 2.5 stars, and I was upset. I'm like, we got another trauma movie.
That's why you should always wait a couple hours before you review.
No, I'm learning my lessons. We got this generational, like, it's not me, it's her, which we've seen before. Yeah. And like you said, it's another fucking Insidious movie.
It's genetic.
It's whatever. Like, they did the weird, like, Avengers of all the further ghosts and monsters. But the more that I've sat with it, the more I'm like, you know what? I still had fun in the theater. The camera work was a lot of like cool angle. That's what Insidious does the best, is all the crazy like camera stuff. I didn't leave it being like upset necessarily. And it's an Insidious movie. It's like going to see another Friday the 13th movie or another Scream,
right?
another Conjuring.
It has its things that it does every movie.
You can't be upset at the movie for doing what you know the movie is gonna fucking do.
It's a great point that I think some of us could refresh ourselves on. I get really mad at movies sometimes for being exactly what they told me the movie is gonna be, and I'm still mad about it. Yeah. I think that's a perfect summation of this. Heath, what did you make of the new Insidious movie?
I just don't get the Insidious franchise. I think I've only seen the first one, which I really love the original. And that was such a fresh take to me because what you thought was a standard ghost film, they flipped it. It's like, no, actually, this is it's another realm, the further
astral projection.
Right. And so there are spirits and everything, but you can also, certain people with the gift can interact in this other realm. And I thought that was just a great, amazing twist that I never expected. I think it works for that movie. Now, once the gimmick has been revealed, apparently there's enough meat on that bone for 5 sequels.
People must love this shit. They must keep buying tickets.
I don't necessarily see that. I thought this movie did some clever things with the concept. Still, it felt stale.
Yeah.
But
we were also talking, we had all just saw, this weekend we saw this and Camp Miasma.
I saw this literally...
yes.
I walked out of Camp Miasma into this movie.
No.
That's the wrong order to watch these two movies.
Yeah.
When you see something like Camp Miasma that is so refreshing and unique, it is hard to then walk into just a real fucking lunch pail movie.
And also Camp Miasma is such a deconstruction of not just the genre, but filmmaking itself. And to go into this kind of, like you say, the SpaghettiOs type movie.
Yeah, this is Spam, dude. I grew up on Spam. It's fine.
SpaghettiOs made a lot of money for the soup people.
So, Sam, what do you think of Insidious here?
Dude, I was just captivated by this beautiful, blonde-haired, blue-eyed Norwegian lady.
She's actually British.
Yeah.
And I had to look it up. I was like, how old is Naomi Watts? Would she have
I started thinking that too.
Would she have a daughter that's this age?
Yeah.
I mean, dead ringer, but she was great. She was really talented.
Also, are you going to just lie to the audience? Is that what we're doing to start the show?
What are you talking about?
That is not who you were fascinated by the whole movie.
Well, okay. Well, we didn't. He's not at the start, but
Sam wrote one note for this movie, and it was, damn, that cop is hot.
Well, dude, it's just like, all right, well, first off,
let's...
Insidious people, directors, whatever.
No. On this pod, we're dead ass.
We're dead ass right. I'm gonna be
dead ass.
100%.
Okay, so don't lie to the people.
No, I like the cop. No, it's just the beautiful people in general kind of took me out of the movie. I was like, you guys are just too freaking good looking. Like
Sam gets so fixated
Well, it's
on
the
just
beautiful
aesthetics.
people.
well, it's just like I could watch you do anything and I'd think it was good.
That's kind of fair. I
Right?
guess.
It's kind of bullshit.
That is the
If the
hot
script
people.
is
It's like you
good,
put Megan
yeah.
Fox in Transformers, and who cares about the robots? You know?
I mean, I agree.
I mean, yeah.
Sam's like, what happened to Maxim the movie? Can I just have that?
It is unfair that hot
But once
people
you get-
they walk between raindrops, as they say.
Once you get past the hotness, though, it's kind of a very cookie cutter story. The villains are flat as fuck. I wanted so much more from the big bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his
Another
motivation was
cult
he just
leader.
wants to kill people, which I get. It's a serial killer.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, I do think to Sophia's point, they kind of did this like Avengers, like they're taking a victory lap as they're trying to reboot the franchise. And
So they brought back all the ghosts.
At times, yeah, the further got very crowded, right? And so
Literally.
really it feels like the only people that got any run were the acolytes, which were really cool, right? The three elderly
Yeah.
people who were
I got major
working
beef
for
with
the
them.
guy.
I don't understand their motivation at all.
So here's the deal. So this is not
What are they
just
getting out of
the
this
new
deal?
ghost, right? The kind of blinded eye, fucking long claw finger guy.
The
right?
cult leader.
yeah,
Yeah, he ran a cult in real life. Essentially, the further is this place between the afterlife and our world, right? That's what the further is. So these kind of souls are caught in purgatory. I
It's
don't
like
know,
purgatory.
Everyone in there is like a huge piece of shit, and then there's just these three drug addict old people and Lin Shay. So I don't really know the rules of why you get to be here or not, right?
I think
But
everybody's
essentially,
there. I
yeah.
think that is the afterlife.
And
isn't it?
it's not though.
not?
They specifically talk
Okay.
about how this is the way station essentially, right? It's like
Ah.
a purgatory. So the cult leader in his real life started this cult of the further, right? And that there is life after death, and you can have I don't really understand why that would be super attractive to people, but I don't really understand any cult. So
Well,
sure.
the further seems to suck.
And I could have this totally wrong, but I interpreted it as it's a path to immortality. You have to die to get to the
And then
further,
you get to come
and
back.
then you get to
Yes.
come back if someone brings you back, and then you're basically immortal.
Well said. Yes.
Yeah,
I think
because he
that's
is
exactly right.
impervious to bullets. when he
Because you
comes
start
back.
getting superpowers when you come back, essentially. How he knew that before
Yeah.
he went in and all that, I have no fucking idea. But somehow Lin Shay knew about all this shit, too.
There's some plot holes in this one.
There are people who are sensitive psychically to this other place, so take all that out, right? He's essentially a cult leader. I do think the movie suffers a bit from having all of these kind of throwbacks. And every character they brought back, I was like, I kind of remember them. I don't give a shit to see them again. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not excited that the sleep apnea ghost is back. You know what I mean? Or the shotgun lady.
The
Like,
shotgun lady was cool though.
give me just the cultist, right?
Yeah.
Like, the guy looked cool. The new ghost looked really fucking cool. The first scene when he, like, catches her in the dentist
And how about
office,
his voice? His voice was amazing.
dude, it was great. And I was like, but that's the thing. He kind of gets drowned out
Yeah.
because we're servicing a lot of stories at once. And that's always really hard, right?
Man.
Most movies, you have your A plot and you have kind of a B plot, right? So this would be A plot. She can bring people back and forth from the thing. She's attacked by ghost. B plot is the generational trauma story. Then they just keep adding on, oh, she's also trying to, find love and this and that and other ghost. And now Lin Shay's stuck in a tattooist.
She's
and,
lucky she
She-
found the perfect guy, really.
I wish they would have
Because that dude had tons of options. I'm just telling you.
like you.
He had tons of
He
options.
had at
Entire
least two
podcast
options.
just
He had at
talking
least
about the
two
cop.
options.
It's not that small of a town.
On that note, I wish they would have leaned more into the cult stuff, though, because I think
Yes.
that would have been
Yeah.
a really cool opportunity to make an Insidious movie about something that an Insidious movie has never done before. Which
It
would
also
be,
captures real world horror.
right.
In a way that I think that's what this one's trying to
Yeah.
get to is now the horror is supposed to be in our world.
Mm-hmm.
Using the cult feels like a great mechanism
The
for
cult
that.
didn't make any sense to me though, because they briefly described what it was all about, and he was killing their family members so that he could talk to the dead.
Mm-hmm.
But he's talking to their family members that he killed. I was like, if you didn't kill him, they could just talk
We
to
can
him.
just talk right now.
So like, what are you trying? What is the purpose of your
Yeah,
cult?
because we kind of see that in like a grainy VHS throwback, right? When we enter the house with like the diaper mountain and all that
I
shit.
loved that scene. That was dope.
That was a
when she
great
took
scene.
the
Oh,
TV
the diapers,
with
yeah.
her.
I mean,
and the,
everything in that house with the acolytes was fucking great.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's real. It's rooted in our world. The movie needed so much more of that.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the nature of Insidious, we have to waste all this time in the fucking further.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I thought the point of this one was to come here. But again, I do still think It was very, very effective, right? One of the things I love about this one, it's kind of a James Wan thing, right? He loves the kind of carnival, sideshow, mechanical set piece scenes, right? The thing I love about those, you know exactly what's coming every one of these scenes, and they're still very effective to me, right? A la the Pillow Fort. I thought that scene was fucking incredible. I really dug it.
Did that flare up your
That's dope.
claustrophobia at all?
Absolutely. Dude,
Yeah,
I
I
was
figured.
wigging
When she
the
starts
fuck
like
out.
banging on the sides
dude.
of it and she can't get out.
I'm super claustrophobic, and I bet I'm about 3 times her size. I would have just been like, kill me. You can fucking kill me right now.
I will say I'm excited for the Halloween Horror Nights house we'll get from this because that'll be a dope.
You think
little
there's going to be
section
some
having, like,
some crawling going
I
on?
bet- Oh yeah, 100%. You can't not, or well, we'll see. But yeah, I think it'll be fun.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. I went back to some of the scenes from the very first Insidious, and it's just so much more atmospheric. He does such a great job of setting up the suspense and rooting you into that situation. There's that one long shot where Rose Byrne is in the house and she thinks she hears something. She goes out of the house, the camera pans around, and then something goes behind her. She turns around, it's not there. That's just so well designed, and it all plays out in a single. In a masterful way, very economical. The Pillow Fort thing, it just feels so tuned up and gimmicky. I don't know. It's just,
Liminal.
I mean,
it's not like it's bad.
It's a
but
set piece for sure. And again, I think to your point, what you're seeing is this is an iteration of a James Wan scene. So it inherently is not going to be as cool as when James Wan does it, right?
I'm just saying there's a distinction.
Well, why not?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
James
absolutely.
Wan is a master.
Right.
I don't know this other filmmaker. I was impressed overall
Yeah.
by.
It looked good. Everything looked good.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty well directed. I thought it was kind of poorly written. He's also the writer
He
as
is.
well.
Jacob something.
But I would be interested to see what he might do next. Not bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, to your point, right? When I go to an Insidious movie, I know there's going to be some jump scares, right? I thought they had pretty effective jump scares. I like the set pieces. I like going into the further. Again, I think maybe this one were too much in the further, but at least when they went, I thought the scenes were pretty effective, right? Because essentially in this one, rather than just being an astral projection ghost zone, they kind of play it almost Nightmare on Elm Street, where she
Yeah.
falls asleep and now she's in like waking nightmares.
And she doesn't know sometimes.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of a cool flavor.
Until
that
she
they
looks
were
down at the
dipping
ground and
into.
there's like fog.
Yeah, as soon as you're in the Universal fog set, you're like, oh shit.
It's very humid in the further.
A lot of condensation and precipitation. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to. It's one of those movies that feels almost like beneath, like really pulling at threads. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, you get to this point in a franchise when you're on like the 6th entry. It's really hard to give us something we haven't seen, right?
That's not just fan
So
service.
eventually you hit a point in a franchise where they're just reheating
Yes.
things we've already done. I will give them credit. I do think the new stuff worked a lot.
Yeah.
Like I would actually, for the first time in Insidious franchise history, be excited to see a follow-up to this specific movie, which I've never had in the franchise before.
I did think it was inspired that the cultists, they put themselves to sleep. So they were stealing the what the
Not nitrous, I guess.
the gas from
Yeah.
the dentist's office, so that they could go into the further, be unconscious, so that they could astral
Bunch of
project in,
druggies.
That-
and basically be in there for as long as they needed to be.
Right.
And then the cop waking them up with the stun gun was
Dude,
kind of
holy
cool.
shit.
So
But
I
hey,
thought
man,
that was pretty inspiring.
There was a
Also-
logic flaw with. Are you going to say the same thing I'm going to say?
How the fuck are they in the floor?
Right.
Sam, we're the same fucking person.
Yeah.
Did you do the math on that? Who
I
put the
did.
man in
But
I
it's
thought
just
that
like
was dumb
that's
as
just
hell.
like that's a script writing problem where it's like, okay, we're going to use movie magic. No one's going to even question this.
Right.
But it's like, yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
question
we are.
that shit. 'cause
Okay,
We're
there's
gonna
I
question
wasn't
bodies.
thinking a lot about carpentry, but I was where they're like, Lynn Shay's like, those 3 old people are guarding the door. I was like, that one lady's 4'8", bring it. I was like, I'm just
punch
going
her.
in and just fucking
Yeah.
molly
yeah. Do they get
whopping.
super strength when they're in
Yeah,
the
I'm
further?
just breaking hips
Yeah.
and legs left and
But
right.
also,
Like, I'm not afraid
Sophia,
of these people at all.
did you ever have the thought like, why don't they just drive out to the woods where no one can find them and just go to sleep?
Why right across from the house that you're trying to like? I don't know that the.
We're gonna kill the neighbors, so we're close.
Do they have to be in the same?
I mean, they have to
house
technically be able-
access
'cause
it?
I think the
It's like-
geography of
It's like the upside down, right?
Yeah, I think the geography of the further does
okay.
mimic.
I
But
think so.
there are some places you could go around there.
Yeah,
you could go to
don't
like
go in
behind
the
the
neighborhood
building.
right
when
across
they end
the
up in
street.
like almost like a haunted warehouse factory thing.
Yeah.
So like it's not clearly geographically the same. But I do think that she acts as like a lighthouse in the dark.
Yeah.
And so as everyone's being drawn closer to her and the door, that they're trying to
Is
block
at her house.
is at the house, because it started when she was a child, obviously, with her mom. I thought that opening scene was great, by the way.
That was
We're
dope.
kind of jumping all over. I thought the setting in the opening with the mom who had lost her marbles, essentially,
Oh, I loved it.
it kind of plays this like lost weekend. She's like a drug addict or she's an alcoholic. And we just see this very, self-sufficient kid who's getting great grades and making her own food.
You're rooting so hard for this
trying
girl.
not to wake up her mom, the scary monster at the table. I thought that was just really effective human stuff that made this one a little bit better for me.
Mm-hmm. That whole
You were shaking your head. You didn't like this bit?
You didn't like the opening?
I liked it. I thought it was kind of well done, but I saw it coming a mile away. I knew exactly what they were doing because it also reminded me of the opening of Smile. I thought, okay, well, I've seen this. And then I know what Insidious does. So she's running around. We're supposed to believe, or I guess
You're supposed to put yourself in the shoes.
The girl is supposed to believe that mom is off her rocker, but we know that she's trying to evade these ghosts.
Yeah.
Basically, or these spirits or these entities.
Well, that's like a Hitchcock's thing. We know the story more than the characters in the story.
I do think to Sam's point, though, like sitting in the POV of the kid, I did think made it effective, even if it's derivative.
I was bugged for some reason. I don't know. I just had a lot of hang-ups that probably aren't fair.
Well, you were a little bit hungover,
That was
weren't
the
you?
little mood. The mood I was in. I was just
He'd
kind
have
of
gotten too fucking crunk.
He went to the Garth Brooks
I was
concert
going-
last
And then he
night.
saw Can't Be Asked.
Hey,
The
shameless.
remnants of Heath.
I'm
Okay,
shameless.
go off,
What can I
King,
say?
Go off.
The
And he's like,
remnants
let's
of
just get
Heath.
to the story, guys. Let's get to the story.
Okay, so the blood
He's like,
coming.
you know who doesn't waste time getting to the story? Garth
That's
Brooks.
right.
Mr. Brooks.
What a
3 minutes
storyteller.
that
true.
man takes you on a social.
Garth, he doesn't have the time
You know what's
anyways.
kind of crazy about Garth? That I'd say
he's
at
a
least
serial killer?
at least half of his songs are about one night stands.
It's all the time he has.
Right. The difference
When the
is
thunder
you
rolls,
realize
you
is
gotta
that
go quick.
He kills everyone he has sex with.
Is that
That's
right?
the internet conspiracy.
Oh, I've never heard this.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so he's got huge beef
As
with Tom
Chris Gaines?
Segura.
That's Chris
Have you ever
Gaines,
heard
yes.
this?
Exactly.
There was an internet conspiracy that cropped up that tracked all of these missing people to a night that Garth Brooks had played in their town. And this happened a lot.
Wow.
To where it became an internet conspiracy that Garth Brooks is actually a serial killer. Tom Segura picked it up and was running with it on Two Bears, One
Oh,
Cave.
yeah.
To the point where Garth Brooks actually hates him in real life. And when Tom Segura went up to try to dunk that ball and he fell and broke his arm and ribs or whatever, apparently it got back to Tom Segura that Garth Brooks has that video saved on his phone, shows it to people all the time, and says, I love it when people get their justice or whatever.
Oh my
So Garth Brooks
gosh.
recreationally watches.
Maybe he is
Tom
a serial
Segura.
killer.
That
I would
sounds
buy
like
it.
serial killer shit.
I would believe it.
That's going to make a great Netflix doc later.
When they finally
It's
catch
going to be a
him.
hit.
I do think if he's killing people as Chris Gaines, that would be the greatest
Yes,
thing
that
that
works.
ever happened.
That
He's
works.
just
Yeah.
flipping the hair out of his
exactly.
It wasn't me.
It was Chris. Right? He's going full Norman Bates. That has very little to do with Insidious.
But I guess I was
But-
sort of bugged by the blood running under the door.
Oh, I loved that.
It was
Well,
kind
I
of
did think
convenient.
that. I was like, wouldn't that be in the fucking bathtub?
Yeah.
No, she fell out of the bathtub. They explained it at the end kind
Well,
of
we
nicely.
saw it at the end, yeah. But in the opening scene, it's a James Wan movie problem, period, that I think you see in the later iterations that directors just pick up on. James Wan cheats like a motherfucker in all of his movies.
But he's so smooth.
James Wan cheats everything just for what is going to make the most effective moment in this scene. He doesn't care that we're going to bitch about it after the fact. He's worried about what is your ride at the moment.
And the blood coming under the door is more important than whether or not it would actually do that.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. And so it doesn't really, again, to Sophia's point, I kind of know that's going to be part of it. Yeah. But I just thought the rollout of this little girl's journey felt like the truest thing I've seen in this franchise since the original, where, again, that kind of plays on The Exorcist, like your kid is sick and you are fucking helpless to deal with it. And that makes that one so much better and scarier than all the rest.
Man, they should have switched the casting on those two little girls. This is one of my
Yeah,
nitpicks.
I could see that,
I hate
yeah.
child actors. I thought the girl that played the younger version of the main character, really good. The daughter, not good at all.
That's so
She
funny.
was
Nick
horrible.
said that. I
She
actually
did
thought they were
fine,
both
but-
pretty good. Yeah.
I liked the younger Gemma
Yeah,
a lot.
younger
better.
Gemma,
With the bangs.
excellent.
Yeah.
Whatever the daughter's name was, not so much.
Can we talk about how they just ripped
Maya.
off Up too? The handprints on the fucking mailbox.
Oh yeah,
That's just from
that's
Up.
right.
Is that
I
from
thought
Up?
that, that looked familiar.
Yeah.
They left the house away.
And then they lift the house away.
Dude, it's
Wow.
doing
Whoa.
Up.
Here, folks.
Holy
This is Up,
shit.
but with ghosts.
We're just a couple balloons away from it being the exact movie.
Dude,
And
is this
it's
a
Lars
crossover?
Including Nightmare on Elm Street,
Up.
Up, Smile. What was the other one? There was another. referenced it.
I mean, any other
We had-
trauma generational
Well, wait,
sort of
wait, wait.
hereditary
This is
vibes.
just the thing that I saw. There's a new thing that was going around the internet where they were taking Obsession and they were going through all of the moments that everyone loves and showing how that, oh, that was from Get Out. Oh, that was from this.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking close. And I was like, that just happens, man. When you
But
watch,
that's what Tarantino does. Like,
Yeah, when you
he
watch
takes-
movies all the
he literally takes things from other movies, like
exactly.
Yeah,
the
he'll
same.
take this-
facsimiles, but the way he combines them into a new story.
Yes,
So I'm
it
fine
feels
with that.
fresh
And he
new,
calls
yeah.
it an homage, and it's weird because
I'm
sometimes
fine
it's
with-
like, why would that
I'm
be?
fine with that, but in a movie like this, it's already feeling stale. And then when you're adding in these other elements from better movies, it just reminds me of those other
Yeah.
movies. This is better.
It's like when Amy, whenever we try to get healthy, and she's like, I made like fucking zucchini brownies. And I'm like, why would I want
Yeah.
a fucking disgusting dribble food that reminds me of the better food I wish I was eating? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to not have a brownie.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're making it worse by
Yeah.
reminding me of what I'm missing out on.
Vegan cookies, dude. Ooh,
Good or bad?
I don't know, not good.
Not So what did you guys make? I know it'll be in our messed up moments. The dentistry scene fucked me up.
Oh, I can't do teeth.
That was
I can't do teeth. Yeah.
like a really hard to sit through section of the movie. I thought that was some of the best horror filmmaking in the movie.
Yeah.
Even before they start doing haunted shit. Just like
Mm-hmm.
when she fucking pulls the chunk of chicken out of his mouth and wipes it on the bib.
Yeah.
I almost fucking threw up in the theater. I was
Well,
like,
I
that
started
might be the
thinking-
nastiest shit I've seen
But
in a
dude,
movie
she
all
so
year.
she did the same scene with a normal person.
Yes.
And she
The
found
girl with
another
the
chunk of
braces?
stuff. I'm like, is that how it really is? Because I have a dentist appointment on Thursday this week. And
Better brush
are
and
there going to
floss.
be chunks of shit?
If you
in my
don't
teeth?
brush
Like,
your
I think
Floss.
most people go to the dentist with the cleanest their mouth ever is,
That's
right?
true.
They're water picking and
Yep.
do it. Not this motherfucker. He wanted
That's etiquette, right?
He wanted the smoke, yeah. So it was fucking wild, dude. When she's pulling that hair out of his mouth
yeah.
and the molar cracks, it was, I mean, it's as hard to sit through a scene as I've seen.
You
in
know
a
what? I
theater.
thought I might try that though when I do go. I might just curl up a little strand of hair.
What?
In
You
there.
want some hair?
She was really offended by that moment. She was like, "Your teeth are rotting."
I know.
It's
She
like,
got
yeah,
real
why
worked
did you
up.
schedule a cleaning?
Yeah.
Like, you need
Why
full
bother?
dental surgery, brother.
You should get the X-ray before the cleaning. I think.
It is unfair to a dental hygienist, dude. You got to let them know, like, this is like when they went to that construction crew in Chernobyl and they're like, we have a rough job for you. And they're like, nope, tell us exactly.
Yeah.
You got to go into the nuclear reactor and you're all going to die. And they're like, all right, for Mother Russia, right? Like, you got to do that to dental hygienists. Like, this is a Chernobyl mouth.
Yeah, that's a
That
messed up
scene was
mouth,
fucking
dude.
wild.
And his teeth didn't even look like teeth from the back. How the camera work on that was so cool.
Yeah.
It was
How
cool.
they showed the teeth from the back.
It's tough, dude. We
Yeah.
did a close up in the mouth
It's
tooth
very
shot.
tough.
It's really hard to do. They did a great job. And honestly, the double mouth thing,
The X-ray, as it
fucking
was like,
great. Yes.
oh, I loved that.
But
that
see,
was
that's what I
cool.
mean. All I want out
Is
of
that how
Insidious
X-rays
movie-
work though? Do they do like?
No, they don't move. They're not
Stages.
animated. But I think she's doing multiple
That's
pictures.
what. Yeah,
Okay.
she's like clicking it, and each one she
But that's
can
what I'm
see.
saying. I just want those moments, right? I want the good scares. I want to be a little white knuckled. They always really fall on jump scares in this franchise. I wouldn't say the jump scares were great in this one, but they had a couple.
It was a lot of look. She's right over your shoulder.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
well, there's
that's what
Or
they
like an
always
outline
do.
in the darkness.
it's kind of a thing that certain franchise, like Paranormal, does that, where it's the same scare over and over and over, but somehow they just make it work. I would say this one, roughly, I would put in that ballpark, right? Like, they're all scenes I've seen before. They're just done well, right? And I love the dentist scene. I love the fucking pillow fort. I think if this movie has a problem, it's that the second half is where it really starts kind of unraveling and just becomes another Insidious movie. Because even going to the tattooist to summon Lin Shaye, I was like, that's kind of cool. It reminded me a lot of the new Final
I was
Destination.
gonna say
Final Destination.
Yep.
Oh, another one that I just realized that I forgot that they ripped off. Bring Her Back with the cult, the cult
That's
leader and the VHS.
The
thing.
cold VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think once you get to that second half and it just becomes Insidious, it is a little tougher because now it feels like the movie is just a foregone conclusion thing. And they don't really ever make the bold choice, right? And I think that's just kind of what will always be this movie, right? I think most people who watch it are going to get a lot of fun out of it. It has those good set pieces. And everyone's just going to say, why didn't you give me more of the three old fuckers across the way? Because when they enter that house for the first time, we kind of briefly touched on it. That's the scene of the movie to me.
Yeah.
That scene is fucking great. So she's sleeping with the cop, right? And the first demon gets
Yes, she
pulled
is.
out and is in bed with him. Settle down, Sam. Do you need a pillow?
I would like
A
one.
lap pillow. Yeah. We'll just draw that beautiful man's face on it. But they go in, right? So he goes over in his full cop thing, and he's like, hey, come out here. We got to talk. And she sneaks in the house. The set design on this was immaculate, right? They got the janky old TV. They got their 3 chairs. They have the mountain of fucking
Diapers.
shitty diapers. That was
And
wild.
the name of the diapers was great. Wasn't it like, what was it like? I can't even remember the name of it, but it was like a religious thing. It was like,
Okay.
I'll look it up. Come
Holy
back to
shit.
me.
Pampers of Eden.
It was, hold on. I got to look it up. Hold on.
Anywho, what about this scene did you love so much as well, Sophia?
I really liked that. Like, that was the first time we saw her take something big with her. So, like, the scene where she's watching the creepy old VHS and we're realizing, like, oh, there's more to the story than we know about. And then she just touches the TV. And that was enough of a connection point for her to then be pulled into the further, which is something new we haven't seen before. So I think that was a nice little, like, sprinkle to keep us engaged in an otherwise story that we've seen already, like
Here's
you were
a question,
saying.
though. She just is figuring out that she can do this shit. Why now?
Well, it feels like it went away after her
Well,
mom.
no, it's because he was waiting for the daughter to get old enough. Because remember,
Okay.
she wasn't the actual target; it was the daughter the entire
The
time.
daughter was
the
because she.
target.
That's why
She was a
spoiler,
distraction.
That's why she kills herself in the beginning. We find out later is that he's trying to get to the daughter. Yeah,
That is the weird thing, though, where it's like, why did he wait for her to have a daughter? And again, it's like
I guess that's
they
true,
never
too,
mention
yeah.
why she also has a daughter with no father figure
I
around.
know.
Oh,
Because it seems
yeah.
like what's really important to her is that her mom was stressed out and couldn't hack being a single mom and had substance abuse problems.
with a
really,
and,
really
but
hard
she
life.
keeps a really clean house. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's what I mean, right? Like, so there's this whole like broken family. Mom was overwhelmed by life and got destroyed. It feels like it would be important to her to not just get fucking clapped up and have a kid out of wedlock. Like, she
Yeah.
would want that kind of like
Yeah.
domestic baseline. And they never mention why that happens, unless again it's like the supernatural elements moving the story, right? Like, what if she had a boy? Like, does
that's
it
going to
work
be the
to
next
say?
movie.
I
The
guess
dad's
the
the
first
cult
one's
leader
the
or
boy,
something
yeah.
crazy, you know?
Yeah, but again, it's like to Heath's point, it is one of those like, so he's waiting for her to grow up so she can have a daughter. It's like, isn't that the exact setup that's in the house in the first scene of the movie?
Right.
Like, he already has a mother and kid who both can
Yeah.
teleport people. Why not just do that?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah, why didn't he just take her back then, you mean?
yeah, why not just
Yeah.
take her then? Because he takes the girl at the end and she's just turning her into like a fucking subway turnstile. And it's like, feels like he could have already done that and not had the other further ghosts mad for like 25 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a lot of like, when you really fucking start tightening the screws on it, there's a lot of those things where you're like,
Like, I didn't like that we were supposed to believe the tattoo artist was
Tattooist.
motivated
Tattooist.
because Lin Shaye showed her mother's face. Like, we got like a 5-second scene of being like, why are you so connected to Lynn? Why are you helping her? Or whatever her name is in this franchise, Elise. And she goes, I didn't know my mom. She died during birth. Here she is.
Here she is.
And I'm just like, that's it. So you've like, you're
found a picture.
risking your body because you have like, I feel like that wasn't enough
also,
motivation.
why is your mom stuck in the further, dude? Why didn't she like go on to heaven? Like,
Also
you
true.
die in childbirth and you get
Also
stuck in the
true.
further?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else in the further is like a cool serial killer or Shotgun Betty.
Or Lin Shaye.
yeah,
or
or
Lin
Lin
Shaye.
Shaye, who just wants the smoke with everyone.
She just wants to
also,
fight.
it looked
yeah.
like her mom was like straight out, came right off the set of Soul Train.
Bless her heart. Yeah. Yeah.
It would have been like the mid '90s is when she
Yeah.
would have died in childbirth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That does seem Beetlejuice problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh, shit,
I couldn't
yeah.
find the name of the diapers, but I think it was something like
We were all holding our breaths.
I think it was something like Pristine Elegance or something like that. It had a really cool name.
Was it like Summer's Eve?
It was
Douche.
something like that, yeah.
Summer's Eve dish. When you go to Garth Brooks, you want him to not smell you from the front row.
No.
Summer's breeze.
Eve.
Odor Trapper.
Yeah. All right, Sam, what did you make of the final assault,
Which one was that?
the final plan to kick this thing off?
Oh, so I did kind of like that. I like that. So in my mind, when they came up with the plan, I was like, okay, so they're going to be in the further. They're going to run him back. Lin Shaye's going to die somehow. And then it's going to be up to this Scandinavian chick to like get him into the door.
British.
Why does he just keep calling her Scandinavian?
Because she's blonde.
She looks Scandinavian. She looked like she's from the Vikings TV show.
Except that she's 4'0".
They had them in all shapes. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so
I never know.
great-
I thought that like they laid it out, and I thought it was going to be so simple and just kind of like, okay, so this is just going to be like a normal ending. But then they switched it to where the dude pops into reality, and I was like, I kind of like this.
Yeah.
And then they just start murdering everybody. I was like, okay, so their plan is they're just all serial killers that are trapped in the further, and they want to be released into the modern day so that they can make it like the further that they want to escape.
It is kind of one of those. It's like, what do they get out of this? Just they have victims now.
They just get to kill people again.
Except she tricks them because she astral projects the whole entire house.
Yeah,
That was
Back
cool.
into the further.
I thought that was a bold choice.
That scene was cool when they're running them through the daughter, and he's like, "We can get a
That-
couple
I
more
like
before
that.
she dies." I thought that was great.
Yeah.
And as the house starts filling up, and like they're climbing out the second story windows, like they're everywhere.
How are you going to stop these
And
people?
I was like, dude, this is kind of awesome. And I knew, and again, it's one of those things because you're like, oh, it's an Insidious movie. I know there's going to be a stupid quick fix.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I felt so dumb. I'm usually so ahead of movies. It never dawned on me she was going to take the whole house.
No.
Like I
Never.
never,
Me
I never
either.
thought
I
that would
agree.
be a thing.
well, and she's
I
so
did
powerful
not see
now.
it
I
coming
feel like that
either.
was a bold choice because if they do make a sequel, this chick can just deal with everything.
You know, the only thing that really bothered me about it though is that I thought for a
That it
second
was
I was like,
stupid as hell.
it was stupid as hell because it was really fun and it was
You gotta
going
look past
well.
that.
You're mixing that with the cop fucking assaulting the house across the street, which was fucking hilarious.
Why
When
didn't
he's-
he just shoot them in
when
the
he's
head?
just tasing the old
know.
people? Yeah, well, if he kills them, then they're still in the further and maybe stronger.
Well, then why didn't
now,
they
so
just kill
actually dead.
themselves?
Because they need
Another
to be,
great question. Well, they have to interact in the real world for
Yeah.
reasons we
Yeah,
don't
we don't
ever
know.
fully understand. I did think that when the mom got stabbed, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. She's actually going to die and take them to the further. And then she'll just exist as this like memory and a ghost. And I was like, that's fucking great. When she astral projects the whole house back to the further, why does her body
outside the door.
stay on the fucking subfloor?
For the sequel.
That then she can just come right back? Like that was when I was like, now this is where the worst habits of the franchise are coming back to kind of unravel what was a really fun finale. Where I was just like, well, now this is so stupid. It's hard for me to
She should have had to
get it.
sacrifice.
She should have fucking
Yeah, it
sacrificed.
would have
right?
made a better ending.
Speaking of sacrifices, why was the one character who was killed was the neighbor who was like kind enough to take
Yeah,
in
just
his
the nice-
alcoholic
Oh, yeah.
mother? Like
I
the
know.
only person killed was this innocent
it's bad messaging,
dog
man.
mom.
Don't help your neighbors.
No,
Don't
the other
babysit.
neighbors
Was
were
also
killed as
like,
well.
yeah.
Oh, that's true.
The old-
yeah,
the old couple
Collins-
that bickered with each other all the
bless
time.
They
them.
were
I did like
fucking
their
funny
ghosts.
as hell. They were
Yeah,
great.
they were great.
They did kill the old people and they like covered them in expanding foam.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of
No,
cool.
no, it was diapers. They covered them in the diapers.
Was it the diapers?
It was to block the
Oh,
odor.
that's right, to block the odor.
That's why they had the diapers.
As a person who's actually had kids, diapers do nothing to stop odor. Just so we're 100% clear, that's not how diapers work.
But I
I,
think
thought
that-
it was expanding foam. I was like, that's an interesting
No,
thing I've
like
never
It was a
seen.
bunch of diapers taped together.
Yeah.
Well, they're not taped. They're just...
They're just like pushed in. Yeah.
So you're just doing squirts so you can...
Well, don't diapers have like sticky stuff on them?
They do. Tabs. They're called tabs, yeah.
Tabs.
But yeah, I don't know. I think some of the... It's such a shame that it fell just a bit short at the end. I really think this was like on its way to being like a 4 out of 5. I think it was going to be on a
Damn.
lot of people's like, this was one of my top 10 horror movies of the year. I really think it had potential
Really?
to hit that level.
I would
Maybe,
put it top
maybe,
10,
maybe
yeah.
of I don't know, like what was a mediocre year in horror, like more than 10 years ago.
I mean, to be honest, though, we haven't had a lot of good like theater horror this year.
This
I
year
don't
we
know.
have.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so here, I've got
10
my,
movies?
here's just a rough, like, my top 10 horror movies of the year, right? Miasma, Obsession, Bone Temple, Send Help, Leviticus, Ready or Not 2, Backrooms, We Bury the Dead, Primate, Mother of Flies. There's no, I don't think that this movie couldn't make that top 10 of what I've seen this year.
No, I don't think. Well, I don't know.
I think it
didn't
steps
work
on
for
its
me.
dick a couple.
It
but
didn't
like,
work for me.
Primate
so.
is also like a very kind of
Yeah.
stupid movie.
I feel like
It's
this
just
is
so much more fun and
Primate
tight.
rocks.
This
It
is
was so much
around
tighter.
primate level though.
But that's what I'm saying, right? I
No,
do think,
this is so much more convoluted.
It's a little bit below primate.
I think it could sneak into some people's top 10 had it not just kind of. It's weird because we keep kind of saying that it's a very simplistic regurgitation, but then they just add these
They add a
like
bunch of shit,
weird
yeah.
hurdles that they don't leave.
a lot of stuff that's very convenient at the end.
Yeah.
And it just kind of makes you feel like they got to a certain point And they're like, well, we just need to finish this. Let's just have this happen.
There's nothing I hate more in movies than when you get to the third act and you're just like, you can just tell the writers are like, we just got to get done.
We just got to get it.
We got to get done. We got, like, Act 2 was good.
We blew our load already,
Well,
guys.
It turns very stupid. It's like, oh yeah, we forgot the hot cop.
Yeah.
He's across the street. What do we do with him? Throw him out the window. What do we do with the tattoo artist who's she's basically the dispatcher?
Yeah.
What do we do with Lynn Shay? I don't know.
But she just gets me, they're still in the further. It's like, we fucking know. We fucking
It's
know.
rough. It's rough.
Yeah, I think, and it's hard. And this is like the old golf thing, right? Drive for show, putt for dough. Right. Writing third acts is where great writers exist. And it's really hard to write a great third act for any movie. So I give them some leniency, but it feels like just an unforced error. Like if they just kill that mom and keep it metal as fuck, like she just sacrifices herself to take everyone back.
I want more
and
of
then
that.
she's like in the further with her mom,
Dude,
like an Anakin Force.
She could be a character in the future movies.
She could
like,
be the new Lin Shaye.
Why not?
Right? In my mind, I was like, she can be the new
Well,
one.
because if she's so mortal and everything, she's just so powerful. Like, how are they going to make a sequel where she's not involved or like how she's not taking over everything?
Well, yeah, now she's like, she could just teleport like a whole apartment.
She could just
building,
take whatever,
right?
yeah.
Like it's over now. She just took out like 50 of the strongest.
She needed to be
ghosts.
trapped in that.
Even Darth Maul was in that
yeah,
fucking
they
scene.
got him.
So like, she just took
Ray
all
Park
of
was
them
in
out.
that?
She took all of them out in a blink. So like, what's left in the franchise? Like they kind of killed it.
I mean, they're still there. They're just locked behind a door.
I know, but their whole plan is what they're gonna do. They're gonna come haunt her again, and she's
Maybe
gonna be like,
someone
"Not now,
opens
bitch."
the door. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she'll be like, "I'll grab your door and teleport that through." And then when I do that, and there's no consequences to me.
They're gonna find a way to make a seventh movie. We're
she
gonna
got
see
stabbed
it.
and teleported a whole house and just woke up.
Yeah.
Like that's hard. That's a rough beat at the very end of what was a mostly fun movie.
To me, this is starting to wade into like what your complaint was with Megan, where the only way to go is out of the genre.
Yep.
Because you're losing all of that, all those scares.
Yeah.
Because it's just becoming, you have to adhere to all these rules and mythology that you've built up. And where's the threat? It's not like all of the Freddy Krueger sequels, because those have a central character that is always going to bring the scare, and that inherent device of you can't fall asleep.
Yeah.
You fall asleep, you're going to get into some shit. And I guess this sort of does that in a certain way, but there's just like too much superhero shit on top of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like if you're starting a cover band, you want to pick like the Beatles or Led Zeppelin. You don't want to be like, hey, we're a cover band from Everclear from the 90s, right? And it's like, wait, didn't they have like 2 songs? And it's like, yep, and we know them both.
Yeah.
And it's like there's just not a lot of hits to play.
It's a novel effort what this director did,
I
trying
think
to
it's
bring it
easily
back.
the second best Insidious movie.
Yeah, but where do you go after this? I don't know. Thrill me.
Yeah, the Tom Atkins.
As Tom
thrill
Atkins
me.
says.
I do think the next one is in for a rough ride.
Emma gets COVID.
God damn it.
Gemma.
Or Gemma, sorry.
COVID?
And then her teeth rot out.
Was that a part of COVID?
I think so.
Is this a Typhoid Mary thing again?
Well,
No,
we don't know too much about long COVID yet.
Long COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long COVID.
Well, I think maybe if people just have COVID for a long time and their teeth fall out, that may not be a correlation with COVID. That may just be bad hygiene.
I mean, she may become like very anti going to the dentist after her experience with the multiple sets
Because
of
she
teeth.
loses her
That's true.
sense of smell and taste.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that would be better for a dental hygienist.
You would think.
I feel like that would be great. All right. I think we've covered enough. Sophia, what was the most messed up moment in Insidious Beyond the Further?
The most messed up
Or
moment.
Out of the Further?
Out of
Out
the
of-
further? I think out of the further.
The next
was
one's Beyond the Further.
beyond. Oh,
Even further.
Yeah.
Even
no.
further. Deeper.
My most messed up moment is actually in the credit scene
Oh.
when they go in and old boy, I don't know, Cyrus was in the chair and the dentist comes in and we actually see him
That's
take
true.
the drill to
Drills
the
into
tooth.
the tooth.
I had to. My toes went and I had to
Yeah.
look away from the screen. I couldn't fucking do
Wait,
it.
so Cyrus, I didn't even see the credit scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that he got killed by all of his minions.
Right. And then there's a scene where he's in the dentist chair
Yeah.
that he had her in. And the dentist comes in.
So this is like his hell.
Yeah, because now
Kinda,
the
yeah.
ghost and the Further are mad at him that
Yeah.
he didn't deliver.
and so he got his teeth drilled into. Can't do can't do the drill the teeth. Ugh.
Yeah, anything with dentistry, just fucking awful. Like, I've still to this day never watched Dr. Giggles. You're just like, that's not a thing I need in
Yeah.
my life. I
Dr.
fucking hate the
Giggles,
dentist. I don't need that shit. Good one. Heath, what did you have for the most messed up moment?
I'll go with the fact that they are just using this little girl as a portal to keep coming back into.
Dude.
That was hard to watch. Yeah.
That scene was fucking metal.
Yeah, I thought so.
That scene was great because it's just her surrounded by these evil demonic serial killers.
Yeah.
And the way the camera's flipping.
Dude, you had that
her.
flipping.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
It was like some Inception
And she
shit.
woke up and was like terrified and sweaty, and they're like, her nose is bleeding,
Well-
or whatever, and they're like, she's got a couple more. I was like,
And so
"Ew."
she's dead, so like it's draining her or something, right?
Her
And
life force is
In my
being
mind,
taken.
when the whole thing was going on, I was like, okay, this is going to be a slow process. He's going to keep her as a prisoner for years, and he's going to bring people back. No, he's doing it all in like one night.
Yeah, he's just gonna fucking run.
And the
through.
house is just full of people. They had all the hands going under the door.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
cool.
That was actually
Yeah,
really.
they used
that
it
was
like
cool scene.
a roller coaster. Like, all right, step right up. Who's up next?
Next four.
Next
Put
four,
your
come
bag
on
and
in.
sandals on the other side. Yeah.
I did think maybe if
That
you
was a
did,
great scene.
if you like spread it out, maybe she could live longer. Like
Yeah.
maybe he was using it too fast.
I think he's just trying to get his gang over.
Yeah.
Like, fuck her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Sam, what did you have for the
Same.
most messed up moment in Insidious?
For me, it's got to be the hair in the mouth when she
Yeah,
finds the
that
one
whole dentistry scene.
the whole scene. I'm not gonna take the whole one though, but he grabs the one little strand and he starts pulling it, or she starts pulling it, and it's just more and more and more,
Yeah.
and then eventually it's like a whole lock of hair in this
Yeah.
dude's mouth,
and it cracks
And
that
it's-
rotten old molar in
and
half.
It's in his tooth. Yeah, that was good. That was messed up.
Again, I think we're really hitting at the dentistry stuff in this one was a great choice for them to add.
And such a good thing. The trailer for this movie was awesome.
Yeah.
and that was because of that scene.
Yeah. Oh, it's tough. You guys picked. You know what? I'm going to pick a really small one, but this was a moment I just literally like almost cheered in the theater. I was like, yeah, like I loved it. So Cyrus, right? The head ghost is now in our world, and he's kind of stalking the daughter, and she runs and hides in the closet with the little dog.
Oh yeah.
Right? And the dog's
yeah.
making sounds.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, doggy, no. Be quiet. And Cyrus like disappears for a second. And the camera pans down. And all of a sudden we see the dog outside of the slats. And she goes, huh? And she looks down and the ghost is laying in her lap and just goes, row, 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 row. And I fucking lost my shit. I was like, that is so fucking cool and wild. And he's having fun torturing this kid.
It reminded me of that video. Have you guys seen the thing where like Drake is barking at the goth girl?
Yes.
And he just is like woo woo woo.
Yeah.
I literally immediately thought about Drake.
I'm glad
barking
Drake
at the
finally
goth
got a
girl.
win after Kendrick eviscerated him. Like we would all
Listen.
bark for those goth girls.
Listen,
On
we
the
get
internet.
it. We get it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what it made me think
It was
of,
such a
though.
smooth transition too, because it cuts to the door opening and he's holding her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say it was the terror of Drake being with another underage.
I mean that too. Genuinely.
Probably
Got him.
a minor.
Not
Epstein.
Drake.
No, just kidding. We're not
Oh
doing
my
all
god.
that.
Oh.
I don't know,
We
man.
got-
Like I said, this to me is like a three and a half if the scare scenes really work for you.
That's what I gave it. Was
Like,
a 3.5.
it's just a fucking, it's a very workman-like movie. Like they showed up, they did most everything to the best of their ability. The script is a little wonky, but also to your point, you're carrying all these vestigial tales
Yeah.
of the franchise as you're trying to breathe new life into it. I thought for the most part it was a pretty effective, fun time in the theater.
I thought the acting was quite weak, except for the main character.
Yeah.
I didn't think
The acting was
performances
weak,
were
but
very
the
strong.
casting was on point.
I thought the cast, I liked the old people. I liked all
I liked
five
the
of the old people.
Yep.
I thought that was cool. I don't know. I thought it was all right. I dug
I
it.
want to know what Cyrus looks like as an actor. I haven't looked him up yet. Like
Is it not?
he looked like a Skarsgård
It sounded
almost.
familiar, yeah.
Sproul?
I don't know.
Not
Is
a
he
hot
like
guy
a
name.
normal looking guy or is he
He's British.
Oh,
for
we're looking-
sure.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I didn't think he was gonna look like that.
That fucking Will Byers haircut's not doing any good.
Bless him. Why does he always
He's
have the
from
same
Game of
hair?
Thrones?
Is that his actual hair then?
He's a Targaryen?
Oh.
Wow, okay.
He's got the
more
fucking
you know.
Scream 3 bangs in that one.
No. There's a picture back. I think he's one of the
He looks like a
elder
Targaryen
Targaryens.
for sure.
Neither here nor there. We hope you guys enjoyed Insidious as much as we did. Go to the theater, support horror movies when they're in the theater. This is a great time for horror. Go see it in the theater. Theaters are back, hopefully. Go do that. If you want to see our movie, go to misfitparade.com so you can keep up with all the updates as we approach our Fantastic Fest premiere. We cannot wait to share our movie with you guys.
And
So get ahead of that.
we're on Letterboxd now too. So if you are
Yes.
nerds like us, get it watch list.
Yeah, Letterboxd, IMDb, the movie exists there now. You can add it to watch list. You can share it to your friends. Most anticipated movies list. All that stuff helps us out enormously. We're very excited. We hope you guys are too. Make sure you go to the Messed Up Movies Podcast Patreon, the best way to help support, grow this show, and get more out of this show. Make sure you're subscribed to Misfit Parade on YouTube. We'll see you